And welcome back. We're going to keep building our app. No bars intended. So we don't have much usage left on Opus. That's okay. I'm going to take the output of what's in Claude Code here, put it into here. I'm going to paste it here. And I say, this is what we're going to do. Give me a complete and comprehensive, step-by-step, phase-by-phase, stage-by-stage implementation guide, like prompting guide specifically for Claude Code to build out this MVP in its entirety, given the parameters that we have. Make sure that we're starting a new project, that this isn't overriding any previous project. Okay, cool. That's what we'll do. Now, I don't know if you guys have I don't know if you've done this before. More likely than not, you haven't. But there's a thing called API keys. And what we need is we need the key to the API so that we can integrate the AI into our app. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go to Anthropic and we're going to make a brand new API key. And you guys are going to see it because I don't give a fuck. And I'll rotate it. Obviously, I'm going to rotate it. API keys are very private. If your API keys get leaked, you're cooked. You're actually cooked. Like, people will take it and they'll just steal your tokens. They'll just drain your wallet. So let's go to Anthropic API keys. There's a couple different places to go. So we'll go to API keys. Thankfully, they blur them out so you can't see I might have to rotate it anyways. Create key. We're going to say Starstride. Whatever. App builder. Even though it's not an app builder, what is it? What is it? What is the title of this thing? Social compiler MVP. So yeah. MVP. Cool. So we copy this key. We place it in a place where we won't forget it. And because I'm going to rotate it, it doesn't really matter. But I'll just show you. Basically, your AI needs this. So I'm just going to be like straight up about it. It's still building out the instructions, but now we have the API key, and there's a place in your file. So like, if you were to go to Cursor and you were to scroll through, this is like my other app, my app called Starstride. And there's just a bunch of different files here. And let's click on one here. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know if any of you guys are going to get this. Let's do the NV example. I'm like nervous. Yeah, sweet. This is the example. So the reason I was nervous is because if I click here, then I'm going to leak all my API keys in my other app, and then I'm going to have to like recycle them, or like what they call turn them over. And it's just a whole ass headache. It sucks to do that. But yeah, basically, this is basically what your env file looks like. These are like the place where all the secret shit is stored in your code base. I don't really know. I just do what is useful to the best of my ability. Okay, so let's just keep it pushing. Okay, I feel like I copied something. What happens when I paste? Oh yeah, my API key. So yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give Claude Code my API key. This is my API key, by the way, for Anthropic. just so you have it. And now, okay, that's like this context management. Remember what we did with Codex over here? We gave it this. What was the last time that we put that in? It was up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy all of this so it has all the context. I'm going to ask it, what do you think? Okay. It's just a lot. Yeah, see, look, important security note. You should regenerate this API key immediately. After we set up the project, since you've shared it publicly in this conversation, anyone who sees this key can use your Anthropic account. Which means that I may need to recycle all of my current API keys. But anyways, let's keep it pushing. So I'm going to copy this, give it a Cloud Code, and cross my fucking fingers. No, wait. Sorry. I'm just going to give Cloud Code the most recent game plan. Okay. Ready to build this app step by step, phase by phase. Okay, it needs some quick answers. Real quick. Yo, real quick. What, like, branch are we on? Are we in the Starstride app? Because this needs to not be on Starstride, by the way. Great. So this is verifying we're creating a brand new standalone app. Yes, continue. And this is it, yo. This is it. Like, this is the hard part. Now, well, that was the hard part. Now, this is like, you just repeat everything that I just did. That's how you build an app. That's how you build a fucking app. And you're going to have UI. You're going to have UX. If it's an app that you're going to distribute, it's going to be a lot harder because you're going to have a database and a whole bunch of bullshit. And one day, like, I mean, look, you know the cool thing about this? I am building this app because it has a direct use case for me. Okay? And it is going to help me, like I said, save time, energy, money, like attention, bandwidth, whatever. And as it does that, as it does that, it's going to help me distribute my other app. Now, what happens when I distribute this other app? Well, if I build apps to help me distribute my other app, then other people will also be able to use that app. So it's funny because like I'm basically building a hub of like, here's an app. Now let me build a bunch of apps to help me distribute that app. And then all those apps that I built to help me distribute this app, I'm also going to distribute them. Because realistically speaking, I'm doing this independently. I don't have a technical team. I want to show artists, like I want to be a pioneer for artists using tech. If I can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And that may or may not be true. But it is true in theory. It is true in theory. Okay, so there's just like, I'm just gonna let it run because there's a lot for it to do. You know what I mean? And so there's no point in you just like, obviously this is doing all the coding. We gave it all the shit to do, and now it's like building everything out. So we just gotta let it do it, and then we'll come back later. So peace.